I think I'm going to upset a few people here, guys. But if you're not upsetting some of your listeners every now and again, then you're not doing a very good job, are you? At the end of the day, you can't please everybody with every single video that you're putting out. I'm not here to just satisfy every single person that's here. I am here to put out my own journey, my own information, no matter who it upsets anyway. That aside, I have made, I think I've got one video remaining. I might have made two or three, but I've only got one video now, and it's from 7 years ago. This is it, on the subject of Tartaria. I will come back to this image here shortly. The video is mainly again how I have got sick of this topic. I'm sick of seeing it suggested in my video list. Every time that I put YouTube on, they're still throwing it at you. Yeah, I mean, how long has this been going on now? For 5 years, and people aren't sick of it? Or is it just because there's still new people coming into it? More than likely because this topic has been debunked so many times. And at the end of the day, I might even still watch the odd video, right? You know, there's nothing wrong with looking into our own recent history. This is one of the main ones that they always use on any of these videos that's over 1 hour long. St Mary's Church, and this thing, again, they make out that it's been dug out from some kind of mud flood. Yeah, and they've levelled the entire land and exposed the entire city, but they haven't. This is the only building on this street anyway that they kept because it was an old church, yeah, with a bit of history, or probably built better than the surrounding buildings, which are just mills and things. But they ended up underpinning it, right? And these images prove it absolutely, without any doubt. They underpinned it and then leveled the ground. Because I've said likely in the past they leveled certain areas of these cities because at that time they were starting to use rail. Yeah, the railway lines were spreading everywhere, and trams. Well, you need your cities to be absolutely dead level, right? To be using trams, especially, even train tracks, right? That's how most of this stuff was all built and transferred. Building materials, everything wasn't just done by horse and buggy. Something called mud flood, and human beings had just come from somewhere. They don't explain where, and just resettled these places, right? But what I want you to take into account, which nobody will have explained before, is that most of these sites, these images, these buildings, these great fairs that they show you, they're all built with bricks, yeah? Well, bricks are laid down with cement. Now, how long do you think buildings last for that have been built with brick? Due to subsidence and flooding, let's say that the roofs cave in, you start getting damp. How long will these buildings last for? They're not going to just stand there for a few hundred years without being serviced.